Okay, this is a quick test of the previewer in Trados Studio 2022. So I've made a fake project. So this is just something I found on the internet, and I'm going to translate it with DeepL or Google Translate or whatever. So when you have the previewer on HTML, you've got source, side by side, and target. So side by side, let's see what that does. It's a bit weird. So we can do side by side, and I can of course move this anywhere. We've got source. I suppose that just stays always source, and target, which I always use. So target is, let's say it says, I translated this one, or Google translated this one already, so let's see. So you see it switches to English there. Translate this, so called. Switches to English. English. So this is Dutch here. So as you can see, you go down like that. So you can also move around the preview. So let's say I click into this bit, and it takes me to that segment. So let's say I'll translate this, like that. So that's how this one works. But we also have Microsoft Word, which will, hopefully that will work. To reopen, I have refreshed. I've done that already. So okay, so I'm using three screens, but for this screencast I've shrunk down the bottom screen a bit, so hopefully you can still see it. So basically it just opens a Word document and highlights the segment that you're in, which is really cool. So let's see, I'll scroll back up to where we were before, and as you can see, it just automatically highlights it in Word. It works really quickly too. Let's see what happens with some Dutch. So, yeah, so there it's Dutch, and I'll translate it into English, see what happens. Taking a while. Okay. Oh, there. Okay. So it's highlighted there. It's not as quick as the other one. So yeah, anyway, I prefer this one. So in the past, Trados Studio has had all sorts of problems with the previewer. Whenever you had the previewer activated or open, you'd move to the next segment, and then your caret or cursor, whatever you call it, would just disappear forever. That's been fixed finally, so it's actually really pleasant to work with now. And yeah, it's a really good previewer. And oh yeah, and you might notice this strange thing down here. This is I hate the Studio term bases. This is a Rise Studio post-editing package. Very strange name, but basically, so let's see. You can hover over, so it just reproduces the segment, and then you can select things. So for example, I don't know, let's say in het tijdwegdiagram. Let's say if I do this. It's immediately added to that. So that's how it works basically. And the last one you use is the one that's shown. So it's sort of a So your Langen could be all sorts of things. If I click that, and the next time, that will be the one shown. Anyway, so that's, might as well show you quickly. That's this thing. So yeah, that's the previewer in Studio. It's pretty much the best previewer I have used. MemoQ is okay, but this is a really good one now. Yeah, that's my contribution.